Canadian entrepreneurship, I look forward to seeing relationships grow between Canada and Israel, with further and greater connections between our two ecosystems through this Startup Canada Start Tel Aviv competition. It's a wonderful initiative. So with that, I know everyone's waiting with bated breath at who the winner is, but first we'll have some remarks. It's now with great pleasure I welcome His Excellency, Rabbi Barak, Israel's ambassador to Canada, to the podium.
Mr. Faz, Ms. Lennox, Mr. Consul General of Israel in Toronto, Mr. Shrebas, dear friends, it's my pleasure to join you this morning in recognizing the distinguished Canadian winner of the global contest Startup Tel Aviv, supported nationally by the Embassy of Israel and Startup Canada, a bright young Canadian entrepreneur, the founder of Bright Blue Labs, Mr. Ronen, Benin. I'm delighted to congratulate all the participants. I would like to thank the adjudicators and invite Mr. Benin to come to Tel Aviv this September to network with the winning founders of 21 other countries' startups and entrepreneurs who will participate in the DLD Tel Aviv Innovation Festival, that is Israel's largest international high-tech gathering. Recently ranked by Bloomberg as the second best startup hub next to Silicon Valley, Israel is a global powerhouse in innovation and a thriving leader in high-tech and research and development. For decades, Canada and Israel have been natural partners in innovation. The Canada-Israel Industrial Research and Development Fund, CIRDEF, has served as a successful launching pad for collaborative research and development projects between our two countries. This initiative with Startup Canada, a leading organization in the Canadian startup ecosystem, is yet another example of our effort to bring together the best and the brightest of our countries, to learn from each other, and to cooperate under the umbrella of innovation. This project is just one reflection of the exceptional relationship between our two countries, a partnership that spans from science to culture to business, based in our shared values and strengthened by people-to-people connections. Mr. Lennox, I hope this will be the beginning of many more opportunities to cooperate with Startup Canada. We would like to thank particularly Minister Faz for your participation this morning, your continued support for our cooperative agenda that means a lot for us. And it's my pleasure to wish Mr. Benin a warm congratulations and thank all the participants, and I wish you all best luck and success in the future. Thank you very much.
Ambassador, and thank you also for the opportunity to bring Canada into this global competition. So although Israel and Canada are two nations that couldn't be more geographically different, we share a commitment to the highest level of education of our citizens. We make deliberate investments into innovation, science, and technology, and we both have an understanding that to remain competitive and build prosperity, that we must think and grow global, move beyond our borders. Israel is a leading startup nation and has positioned itself as the R&D lab for the world, excelling in commercialization and attracting investment from leading venture capitalists and multinationals alike. Canada has 2.3 million entrepreneurs, more than 1 million small and medium-sized enterprises, and a growing segment of high-growth companies that contribute disproportionately to our GDP, our global participation in the market, and are responsible for 48% of job creation, in Canada. Through global and growing participation of industry in investing in Canadian entrepreneurship community, we're seeing more investments made by multinational companies in Canada's entrepreneurship ecosystem, and through Intuit Canada, through UPS, and through telecommunications partners that see Canada as a growing economic hotbed for tech startups. Through cultivating vibrant entrepreneurial communities in Canada's largest cities and smallest towns and embracing our connections with the world through our citizens, we are a nation of newcomers. The opportunities for Israel and Canada to collaborate in our respective startup ecosystems are unbound. We can learn much from each other, build on our strengths, and also look to each other for best practice sharing. Startup Canada encourages its entrepreneurs to think big and go global while deepening their roots here at home in Canada. Seeking out new and more opportunities to enhance global mobility, acumen, and networks for our entrepreneurs are paramount. Our entrepreneurs can invest in one another between Canada and Israel. They can build and test products together, and they can create partnerships to scale further and faster than they could do otherwise. Startup Canada believes that the world needs more Canada, and that the Start Tel Aviv competition is a wonderful opportunity to put Canadian entrepreneurs on the global podium. Dozens of entrepreneurs across Canada submitted applications to pursue this opportunity, this inaugural opportunity with the Start Tel Aviv competition, and through a rigorous application process, they were adjudicated by esteemed panel of judges, business leaders, and entrepreneurs from across Canada. Great thank you to Mr. Jeff Cates, President of Intuit Canada, Nimir Anani, CEO of Information Communications Technology Council, Michael Legary, the founder of Securus, a startup based out of Winnipeg, Rob Andiotis, co-founder of Information VP, and Ronen, a Vancouver-based entrepreneur. Thank you all for dedicating your time to adjudicate this inaugural competition. I would now like to point out a few of the finalists in the audience today, because of course, Canada is ripe with amazing talent and wonderful startups. So here in the audience today are finalists Eric Tang, founder of Exclusive Dry Cleaners, and Yang Han, the co-founder of Stack Adapt. Please stand up and let's give them both a round of applause as our finalists. Congratulations to you both. The official runner-up for the 2015 Start Tel Aviv contest in Canada is Justin Hartzman, the co-founder and CEO of Needles. Justin, if you can put up your hands. Awesome. So Needles delivers targeted relationship-based sales leads from social media for small business and entrepreneurs to increase the return on investment. So great congratulations on being the runner-up, Justin. Once again, please join me in congratulating our finalists. And I now welcome the Honorable Ed Fast, Minister of Trade, to take the stage to announce the top ICT startup entrepreneur who will represent Canada at Tel Aviv this fall.
Well, thank you, Victoria. Ladies and gentlemen, a pleasure to be here. And thank you, Ambassador Barak, for being here, taking such an interest in the Canada-Israel partnership, especially when it comes to innovation. We've had lots of discussions about this in the past. I expect we'll have many in the future. And of course, Startup Canada, Victoria, what your organization done, you have served thousands of Canadian startups, providing them with a much greater prospect for success as they try to develop their innovation and sell it into a fiercely competitive global marketplace. And so let me also extend my best wishes to all of the competitors in this competition. Each one of you is on the cutting edge of innovation in Canada. You've worked hard to develop your products and services. Thank you for doing that. You are driving Canadian prosperity, and hopefully, please stay Canadian. Please stay Canadian. I also wanted to highlight the fact that our government has taken innovation very seriously. We know there are many startups, there are many innovators in Canada that are looking to the global marketplace to grow their businesses, to get the intelligence they need, the partnerships they need, to find the capital they need to actually be successful within that global marketplace. But of course we want them to stay Canadian, as I just mentioned. And in that effort, what we've done is we've established 12 Canadian technology accelerators, 9 of them across the United States, 1 in Cambridge, England, 1 in Paris, France, and 1 in New Delhi, India, to make sure that as our Canadian companies start to look abroad for that international experience, and we support them in that, they still have opportunities to do that under a Canadian umbrella. And so those of you who are interested in taking advantage of that opportunity, please let us know. We'd love to give you more information on that. But of course, we're also talking about the exciting Canada-Israel relationship. We are so pleased that today Canada and Israel continue to strengthen our bilateral partnership on the innovation and technology front. But I think both sides would agree we've just scratched the surface of that potential. You know, when Prime Minister Harper visited Israel and spoke to the Knesset, he highlighted how Israel has become an example to the world, a country which has built an extraordinary society a vibrant democracy, and an innovative, world-leading startup nation. The book of that name, Startup Nation, of course, highlights the fact that Israel, on a per capita basis, pound for pound, punches above its weight. In fact, arguably is the world leader in innovation, in commercializing that innovation. And we have a lot to learn in Canada from Israel. That's why we're here in this room. That's why I'm so pleased that today we also get to celebrate some Canadian success, cutting-edge technology. I'm pleased today to have the opportunity to participate in this announcement where we are announcing the winner of the Start Tel Aviv contest, and that is, of course, Right Blue Labs. And we're so pleased that they're developing cutting-edge technology in the area of athletics, making sure that athletes can compete to the highest level. I'm going to allow Ronen to get into the details of that. He started talking to me about it. He soon lost me because it is so advanced. And so, ladies and gentlemen, I am pleased that a Canadian company is going to be able to experience Israel and the whole environment in which innovation flourishes. And so, again, congratulations, Ronen, to you, to your company. We look forward to hearing some positive results about your visit to Israel. So again, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for hearing me out. I look forward to hearing Ronen explain exactly what he is doing to put his company on the global map. Merci beaucoup.
Thank you, everybody, for being here. It's an absolute honor to be standing in front of you, receiving this award on behalf of my team. We've been working very hard for the past 2 years trying to bring this product to market. I'd like to think that everybody on my team and everybody who I collaborate with on a daily basis is an innovator, somebody who's trying to reshape an industry and so that we can have a better tomorrow. So my name is Ronen. I'm the CEO and founder of Right Blue Labs. We use psychometric analysis to help identify injury, illness, and burnout risk in performance athletes. And we're interested in going to other verticals such as the military, medical industry, and government services as well. The way Right Blue Labs works is we have a flagship product called Logit. And Logit acts as a digital training journal for athletes, which they fill in before they go to bed. Over time, we identify patterns in the athlete's logging and notify their support team when their potential for injury, illness, and burnout. To date, we've managed to reduce year-over-year training time missed due to illness and injury by about 23% in our committed clients. So we know that the technology works really well. I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for my great team. I have Dan, Daniel, and Daniel. We're very fond of the Daniels and Dan, so if you guys are interested in a job and your name is Dan or Daniel, we're always open to that. Also, a really big thank you to the media that's here today, the Israeli Embassy, Startup Canada, the Digital Media Zone, which has been acting as my home for the last year, providing me with a lot of the resources that we need to survive and thrive. Mr. Barak, Mr. The Honorable Fast, Victoria Lennox, Startup Canada. I'm very grateful for this opportunity. Looking forward to going to Israel, learning a lot, learning from the research community there, which has, I believe, the highest per capita number of research papers published in the world. Collaborating with the venture capital community, which has, again, the per capita highest amount of investment per startup, and bringing a lot of those learnings here back to Canada. Thank you very much for that.
Well, congratulations, Ronen. We know that you and Right Blue Labs will represent Canada proudly in television. Congratulations to the team. It really takes a team to build a startup. To the Digital Media Zone, it takes an entire community to support a startup, and it takes all of us working together to start up Canada and to create these important linkages as we're doing here today. So congratulations. I'll just check. We have time for questions? That's wonderful. So now that time permits, I'm happy to accept any questions from the media, to myself, or any of the panelists here today.
Questions on this topic?
Okay, now I can hear.
Okay. Hi, Rick Spencer.